88 years. That's how long Volkswagen, the German automotive giant, has been a symbol of the economic miracle, stability, and unwavering engineering excellence. We were used to thinking of VW as too big to fail. But in 2026, reality delivered a crushing blow. Empty halls at the Dresden glaziernen manufacture and strikes in Wolfsburg aren't just temporary setbacks. They mark the beginning of the end for the automotive Europe we once knew. Today, we'll break down how a global leader ended up on the brink of survival, why German engineering is losing the battle to software, and what's really behind the $11 billion cost-cutting plan. Until recently, closing a Volkswagen plant in its home country, Germany, was considered pure science fiction. The last major shutdown was in the US in 1988, but at home, never. By February 2026, however, the situation became critical. The operating margin of the core brand dropped to a dangerous 2%. To put in perspective, that means the company makes just pennies on every Golf or Tiguan sold, pennies immediately eaten up by inflation and energy costs. Oliver Bloom said it bluntly, "We don't need decorations anymore. We need efficiency." The first victim was the legendary Dresden glaziernen manufacture. It's no longer a production plant, now it's a research hub. But at least 2 more factories are at risk. 35,000 jobs hang in the balance. An entire city's population could be left without work. So what went wrong? There are 3 key factors in this perfect storm. First, the Chinese trap. For decades, China was VW's cash cow, but that's changed. Chinese brands stopped copying, they started leading. Their EVs are cheaper and their software runs faster. While VW was trying to perfect its MEB platform, Chinese automakers created smartphones on wheels. Second, the cost of made in Germany. After recent energy crises, producing steel, plastics, and assembling cars in Germany has become extremely expensive. Competing with Asian factories on price is now almost impossible. Third, the software failure. CARIAD struggles have become legendary. Delays in software for new Porsches and Audi models cost billions. It turns out that building the perfect internal combustion engine is easier than writing stable code for an infotainment system. Why can't VW just adapt? The problem lies in the company's structure. It's part state-owned, part family-owned, and unions hold almost absolute power. Worker representatives on the supervisory board can block any radical reforms. For years, they fought to preserve jobs, ignoring the fact that producing an electric car requires 30% less workers than a gasoline car. Now we see a head-on clash. Management demands a 10% pay cut and the removal of bonuses, while IG Metall threatens indefinite strikes. It's a stalemate. Cut costs and risk production halts due to protests, or don't cut costs and risk bankruptcy. Does this mean Volkswagen will disappear? Probably not. The company is too important for the European economy. We'll likely see a shrinking empire. VW will divest non-core assets. We may see a sale of its stake in Lamborghini or a final exit from budget models in favor of higher-margin premium vehicles. The main bet now is the partnership with Rivian. The German giant has essentially admitted defeat in software development and invested $5 billion in the American startup to acquire their technology. Humiliating for a company that once taught the world how to build cars, but it's the only chance to avoid becoming the Nokia of the auto world. The Volkswagen crisis is a lesson for the entire global industry. Being the best in the past doesn't guarantee a place in the future. Hardware is yielding to software, tradition to agility. Can the people's car reinvent itself, or are we witnessing the slow sunset of a legend? Share your thoughts in the comments. Would you buy a German EV today, or is the future with new names? This was Nexus Innovate. Subscribe for deep dives into the technologies that are changing the world. See you in the next video.